This is Sean with Gate City Foundation Drainage. We are on a job today in Greensboro, so let's take a look at what we got going on. We've got the Mini X here, and we've got this nice drainage basin right here. And the problem this customer is having is just right along this area here, it just stays wet. And so they've got these two gutters right here, and they go underground somewhere around here, but they don't come out anywhere. So we're gonna catch, and same thing with the two gutters back here. They go underground and don't come out anywhere. So we're gonna catch these two gutters, come across here, and we're gonna find the corrugated in here somewhere and hook those two into our system. And so their crawl space has also been flooding on this side. So we're gonna take that all the way down to the drainage basin. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it flattens right out here. And so that's going to be our main issue here, is trying to achieve fall to the drainage basin. So we're probably going to have to dig down fairly deep into the drainage basin to make sure our trench is falling. So it's going to be a little bit tricky here to achieve fall. The main problem with this job is we had virtually no fall down to this drainage basin. So I was really worried about how we were going to get any fall into the drainage basin. Plus, when we showed up on site, you see that gas line that's marked right there. So I was also really worried about, because we had to dig so deep to get fall, I was worried about digging into the gas line. So I'm just checking out what's going on with this drainage basin, and in a second here I'll be getting inside there to see what's going on. So our original plan was to come down across here and tie into this drainage basin. But what I just found is this gigantic culvert in there. So that looks like it's running parallel with where we're trying to go. So since our last gutter is going to be up over here somewhere, if we can just tap right into it, that would be really, really slick, and we would have tons of fall down to it. So I'm going to crawl in here and take a look at where we're going here. All right, Ronald, Jeremy, we hold the camera.
Yeah, gladly.
Get me crawling in there and then hand it to me.
I don't want the flashlight to fall.
Be careful. And it was gonna fall too.
Yeah, it will.
I got her. All right, camera.
Lights in action.
Thank you. All right, so there's a piece of corrugated coming there, but it looks like it's going uphill. So who knows where that comes, but look at this guy. Oh yeah, that goes straight back. And that is concrete. So we're gonna tie right into that thing. So this job just got a lot better.
Yeah, what you get?
So,
Yes.
do we even need to run pipe down the yard, or are we just going to try to find it up there in the...
We're gonna try to find it up there somewhere.
Sweet.
Yep.
You want to put that back or just leave it up?
Yep, we'll put it back.
Yeah,
Keep filming.
That's gonna make life a lot easier, boy.
What we had going on right here where this culvert was is, take a look at that red line right there. So that represents power, and the power was right over top of the culvert. And so what I ended up having to do here was I had to try to dig down along one side of the culvert and then horizontally dig and try to find it. So it was just god awful trying to do this, because I couldn't just dig down straight until I hit the culvert, because the power was right over top of the culvert. So I spent a huge amount of time trying to get this located and found, this culvert found. So it was god awful trying to do this. We spent a bunch of time digging this out, but we finally found the culvert. And I was getting worried because you can only dig your hole so big and so deep before you have to start putting support and stuff like that into it. So we were able to find it, and Ronald is right there with the 4.5-inch core bit, and we're just coring into the side of that concrete culvert, and we're going to drop our pipe in there. Alright, I wanted to show you really quickly. Again, we didn't really have a whole lot of fall over here to the drainage basin, and there's a gas line right there, and they also didn't mark power over there, so we ended up finding that culvert, and right down in there we cored right through it, and we're just going to drop right into it, and that's going to give us tons and tons and tons of fall.
Jeremy, you got a pen?
Pen,
I'm gonna autograph this.
Nope, afraid not.
Gate City.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Yep. Because we have this vertical section of pipe going in there, we want to be really, really careful, and it's so deep when we backfill. So what I'm about to do here is I'm about to add a little bit of dry loose dirt, compact it, dry loose dirt, compact it, dry loose dirt, compact it. So we really, really want to bed this really well before we just, so you don't want to just pile all the dirt in there because the pipe might not be well supported. So we're going to spend a lot of time compacting here. So take a look. We are finished with this job. So unfortunately, we're never going to be able to see our outfall again. because it's buried right there going into that big huge culvert pipe. But doing it that way let us have tons of fall into the pipe, so I was really worried about that. But this area right here with these two gutters right here would just like wash down. So we got those two caught, and now that water's going directly into the culvert. We did talk to the homeowner about asking the neighbor if they wanted to catch that one, and the homeowner texted my card to the neighbor, but we never heard from them. So that would have been pretty nice to get this water out of here too. You can see it kind of goes along their foundation right there, but didn't hear back from them, so that's that.